Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for your clicks, thank you for your likes, thank you for continually coming back, and thank you for your comments, suggestion and interaction. It's been wonderful. We've been talking about the movie that I watched, I keep repeating that, which is called Sista. We've been talking about the lesson that we learned from it, and also how it's helping us to navigate, how we're using it to navigate single parenthood. We've looked at mercy, we've looked at forgiveness, we've looked at wisdom. And we've looked at a lot of things also inside all of this. But today, what am I going to look at? And I think I would we'll wrap it up on this. But let's talk about something that is very dear in everything we do. Let's talk about something that actually matters in everything we do. Especially, I keep repeating that as single parent, it's talking about destiny helpers. Who is a destiny helper? Even in the first place, what's a destiny? Destiny is what you are meant to be. It is what you would be now and what you be much more in the future. That's destiny. So if there is no helper of destiny, where do we end up? In the movie that I always refer to, in the movie Sista, the young lady or the mother had luckily for her, and by God's grace, she had a destiny helper, which was in the person of a former employee, our employer. She had a destiny helper in that person, in a former employer, which she was recommending her to other people. But let me just retract back a bit. Without a destiny helper, what can we do? Without a destiny helper, where can we get to? Yes, God has already destined us to be something. But sometimes if care is not taken because of situations and circumstances of life, destiny can be truncated. And mostly also in relation to single parenting, because of the stereotyping, because of the setting aside, because of name calling, because of judgmental things, because of a lot of things. If care is not taken, a single parent could be easily truncated from their destiny. Not only the parent, which could be a male or female, but also the children. But God helping us that if we have destiny helpers, it goes a long way. We're all destined to be something important. We're all destined to be something. No man is made empty. It doesn't matter what situation you find yourself in. So destiny itself is what we are supposed to be. But unfortunately, without helpers, without people that can encourage us, without people that can support us, without people that can actually, in every stage of life, we need a destiny helper. Without a destiny helper, sometimes destiny might be truncated. Not only truncated, destiny might be destroyed. The Lord will help us. In the case of this single parenting journey, we sometimes end up not having anybody as a destiny helper. Why? Because of a kind of stereotyping, like I said earlier on, that has gone on about single parenting, especially in our kind of community, in our kind of environment, in our kind of culture. I've always repeated this and I'll say it again. I'm not propagating and I'm not encouraging single parenting. And I'm not encouraging people to become single parent. But the fact remains that people that are single parent, they might be old, they might be young, they might be middle-aged. There are people that are single parents. And I pray for every person that the Lord will cause about and bring about destiny helper. And especially for every single parent that are struggling in one setup or the other, that the Lord will bring a destiny helper for you. And it is important for anyone that I have a destiny helper to appreciate those destiny helper. Not only appreciate them, to be truthful with them. Because in the midst of everything, God would always put somebody in place to be a helper. To whatever level you are in life, whatever situation you're going through, God would always put a destiny helper. So as a single parent, and also as a parent, and also as a woman, as a man, if you have a single parent, and if you have a destiny helper, it is important that you're open, you're honest, you're actually naked with them. And when I mean nakedness, there's nothing hidden. There's nothing that would come as a surprise to your destiny helper, because there are destiny helpers and they would actually help you. But as a single parent or as a single person that decides to bring up child on their own, whichever way, destiny helper is important. We've seen it. And in the journey and navigating single parenthood with as much as ease as we can get, it is good to have destiny helpers. And destiny helper will be there. But for a single parent, you have to be honest with your destiny helper. You have to do everything so that when the time comes for your destiny helper to stand for you, which of course we saw in the film, when it's time for your destiny helper to stand for you, a time of crucifixion, a time of challenges, a time where you're being put aside, a time when you're being rejected again and again, that person or the God ordained destiny helper will be the one that will stand for you, will be the one that will show forth for you, will be the one that will say, yes, I can stand and vouch for this person. So it is important for all of us to have a destiny helper. It is so primary and crucial also, like I said in the last video, for us to walk in integrity. Because when we walk in integrity, our destiny helpers will be able to stand for us with a full chest and say, I stand for this one. And the Lord will help us. And I can hear you saying, who is the destiny helper? How can I find a destiny helper? Don't worry. If you don't think you have a destiny helper already, just pray. And the Lord will cause destiny helper to arise for us. And like I said, as you're praying, as you're doing your journey, as you're walking your journey, make sure you walk it in integrity, because it is integrity that will stand for you in the sight of the destiny helper as well. The Lord will help us. So as a single parent, it is very, very important to ensure we're able to identify a destiny helper. And as I said, we walk in integrity, we walk in honesty, we walk in the fear of the Lord. And everything we do, we show forth the truthfulness of God. We become a plain person. And then the destiny helper can actually vouch for us, stand and say, I can stand for this person. And I pray concerning every one of us, single parents, single mother, single father, widows and widowers, that the Lord will cause about destiny helper to arise for each and every one of us in Jesus' name. And what would I leave us with? Because I want us to wrap up this Sista series on this note. What would I leave us with? I'll leave us with 3 scriptures. And these 3 scriptures would, well, I believe will work for us. Read it, use it, let it guide you, let it be your help. One of it is Jeremiah 29:11. It says what? For I know the thought that I have, that I think towards you. A thought that the Lord thinks towards us, thought of peace, thought of not evil. It's the thought that the Lord has towards us. So because the Lord has thought of good towards us, it brings about newness, it brings about new purpose, it brings about a generation of hope in us. And that's Jeremiah 29:11. The second one is Habakkuk 2:3. Habakkuk 2:3 talks about the vision is for an expected time. And because the vision is yet for an appointed time, you have to pray and say, the vision that you have given to me, help me to find it at the appointed time so that I do not miss it and I do not miss the destiny helper to see me through this journey. Please read the scriptures and stay on it. So we've talked about Jeremiah 29:11. We've talked about Habakkuk 2:3. That the Lord will help us, that we will not miss that appointed time. And the final one is Romans 8:28. Romans 8:28 takes what? All things work together for good that loveth them, for those that loveth the Lord. I pray that all things will work together for us. But we as ourselves, for destiny help us to be able to stand for us, single parent, parenting alone, or even any one of us, the most important thing is we ensure that at the appropriate time we do not miss our destiny helper. Because when destiny helpers arise for us, it makes life work easier. And then it brings about no missing that ordained purpose. It brings about no missing that appointed time. It brings about the thought that God has known about us to come to pass fully. Because being a single parent should not navigate, should not negate, should not destroy the purpose and plan of God for our life. Thank you for coming back to my channel. And the Lord will help us. If you're ready, if you're already subscribing to my channel, thank you. If you're yet to subscribe. And also do feel free to share this channel with other people that think might benefit from it. God bless you. And I pray that it would help us the more. In Jesus' name. God bless you and bye-bye.